a teen couple ends up murdering 5 family members. And it seems like because they disapprove of the relationship.
2 teenagers are charged with killing 5 members of an East St. Louis family. One will be tried as an adult, and tonight the husband of the survivor speaks about the family shattered by gunfire. The 16-year-old boy is accused of killing the family of his teen girlfriend. Among the charges today, the dismemberment of a body. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. The second suspect, a 15-year-old girl, is also looking at first-degree murder charges in the execution of 5 family members and shooting of 2 others. 5 News 5's Melanie Johnson is live at the St. Clair County Courthouse in Belleville.
Yes, 7 shot and 5 killed, including a 74-year-old grandmother who was the matriarch of her family. For the first time, the family is revealing the motive of this shooting, saying that these 2 teenagers wanted to be together no matter the cost.
There was a list on Instagram that her and the boyfriend made. So we were aware, we just didn't know when.
Almost killed by their own family. Lemarian Smiley tells me from the hospital where he is visiting his loved ones who made it out alive.
They took them to Jones Park and they fired off in the vehicle, hitting my wife 4 times, killing Quentin and Shania Thompson, and shooting my auntie in the face.
On Tuesday, prosecutors charging 16-year-old Jamir Davis with 12 felonies, including the attempted murder of his girlfriend's mother and cousin, Tiffany Thompson and Santasha Scott.
There is something wrong with the world. There is truly something wrong with the world. They had a list on the internet, and you still I was trying to figure out how they lured you out. Because as soon as I find a list, I'm calling someone. Someone needs to lock them up. These threats are too big, and the times are too crazy for us to just let these threats go idle. They said they didn't know when. Well, then they got to get out the house, and we can never talk to them again. That's crazy.
Stood over my wife, trying to kill her, but they had no more bullets.
The 2 shot in Jones Park, along with the 15-year-old suspect's brother and sister, 21-year-old Quentin and 25-year-old Shania Thompson, both executed in the East St. Louis Park Sunday.
It's all because y'all wanted to be together. So they wanted to eliminate everybody that had a problem with the situation.
3 more family members killed on this crime spree across 2 more locations on 39th and Summit and in the Samuel Gompers homes. The teen's 74-year-old grandmother, Aunt Cherie, and cousin 20-year-old Devin May all shot and killed. The family says the gun used in the shootings was stolen from the 15-year-old's mother before the shooting.
Her daughter took the keys from her purse, unlocked the lockbox, and took the firearm. The police were notified as soon as they found out that the firearm was taken.
Charges of using the stolen weapon also filed in court, along with dismembering a human body, after investigators say the grandmother's thumb was cut off.
Mental health is a serious thing, and this is crazy.
Now, my first question is, why did they disapprove of the relationship? Obviously, there's something wrong with one or both of them. But did they know that when they first disagreed with them or disapproved of the relationship? And then why are you dismembering or trying to dismember the grandmother to take her thumb? What is happening in this world, y'all? Let's keep going, though.
Now, prosecutors are recommending that 15-year-old girl be tried as an adult. We do know tonight that the state of Illinois, they are aware of this case. Several lawmakers and politicians are working to cover these families' expenses for the funeral under the Crimes Victims Act.
Yeah, I can 100% agree that sounds like the 15-year-old needs to be charged as an adult. They're going to, of course, have to do some kind of mental health evaluation of both the teens to see what's going through their mind, but all because they disapproved of the relationship?
Welcome back to Fox News Midday. New information on the shooting in East St. Louis that left 5 family members dead. Chris Hayes joins us live with the latest developments. Chris, what can you tell us?
Ty, we just left a hearing in St. Clair County. We're now in East St. Louis awaiting a news conference in which they're going to help people cope with this tragedy. Jay Meyer Davis, 16 years old, was in court in which he learned he will remain locked up pending trial. This was after the prosecutor talked about details of these murders that were nothing short of horrifying. According to the prosecution, ISP caught up with Davis, who first claimed self-defense and then allegedly, quote, came clean. At this point, Davis, who looked much younger than 16, raised his eyebrows as prosecutors went into detail about one person killed and that two family members came to check on this person because they hadn't heard from her. They were surprised by a 21-year-old, Devin May, who walked in, and so Jay Meyer Davis allegedly admitted shooting him. Then the girlfriend, who this was apparently all for, only identified by the initials WT, allegedly went to go get grandma, who was waiting out in the car, lured her into the home where Davis allegedly admitted hiding in a closet and then popping out and shooting her in the head. Davis also allegedly admitted cutting off her thumb, holding it in the center console of their getaway car, and then telling police that they used it to access her iPhone. Also, very detailed Instagram messages that they read from in court, including an Instagram message from Davis that allegedly read, quote, well, your auntie is going to be easy. We can have her at gunpoint and stab her expletive. WT allegedly wrote back, quote, I can do that. I love blood. And then another message from her, quote, babe, I'm finna lose my whole family for you. The judge looked at the young defendant, said you are staying locked up pending trial. We have much more about what came out in court. We'll bring it to you all new live at 4, 5, and 6.
I am truly shocked. Yeah, charge the 15-year-old as an adult too. Oh my God, she said, I can lure my grandmother. And they took the thumbs. Oh my God, this is crazy, y'all. Let's get over into the AI breakdown just to see what else this whole case is about, because this is a crazy situation. So let's get over into it. Let's get over into it. So as we know, so in July 2026, a teenage couple, a 15-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boyfriend, Davis, were arrested and charged with carrying out a targeted mass shooting that killed 5 family members and wounded 2 others. According to the surviving family members, the teenagers carried out the attack because the girl's relatives tried to keep the young couple apart and refused to let Davis move into the home. A relative revealed that the couple had previously run away together multiple times, only for the family to bring the girl back home. The couple allegedly compiled a hit list on Instagram before executing the plot to eliminate everybody that had a problem with their situation. The weapon used in the killing was a firearm stolen from the 15-year-old girl's mother. So the shooting spree spanned 3 different locations. We got the public housing complex where the police first discovered human remains. And then we got the 39th Street and Summit Avenue where one victim was killed. And then we got the Jones Park where the couple shot into a vehicle, killing 2 people and wounding 2 others. All 7 individuals targeted were related to the 15-year-old female suspect. The 5 family members killed were identified by the coroner's office. So we got 74, 49, 25, and 24 and 21. The suspect's aunt, who was reportedly shot days prior to the weekend spree, the suspect's sister, the suspect's cousins, and the suspect's brother. Wow. And then, of course, the grandmother as well, who they ended up taking her thumb. The girl's mother and another cousin were shot during the attack but survived their injuries. So we know that the 16-year-old is charged as an adult. He faces 12 felonies, including 5 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, aggravated battery, and aggravated vehicular hijacking, dismemberment of a human body, and unlawful use of a stolen firearm. The 15-year-old girl facing first-degree murder charges because of her age. Her case began as a juvenile delinquents petition, though prosecutors are actively seeking her to transfer her to adult court. Yeah, she needs to be charged as an adult. More details. I want to know more details about their relationship. I spelled that wrong. Their relationship. Because that's the main thing that caused them to do that. Did I spell that wrong? Probably did. So during a court hearing on July 15th, prosecutors released deeply disturbing Instagram messages exposing the toxic, codependent, and violent nature of the relationship. So according to the family members and prosecutors, the couple shared an intense obsession with being together, adopting a radical us against the world dynamic. The girl's father, Marcus, revealed that the initial friction began over a petty dispute regarding the 15-year-old girl's schooling and education. When the family members stepped in to manage her schooling and restrict her from seeing Davis, the couple began running away together. Each time they ran away, the family located the girl and brought her back home, further infuriating the couple. So in the text messages recovered by the police, the 15-year-old girl explicitly prioritized her boyfriend over her relatives, writing to Davis, "Babe, I'm finna lose my whole family for you." So rather than backing down, the couple used Instagram to actively plan the execution of anyone who opposed their relationship. In one terrifying exchange read aloud by the prosecutors, Davis's messaged the girl about targeting her aunt, writing, "Well, your aunt is going to be easy. We can have her at gunpoint and stab her explicitly, whatever he said." And then the girlfriend said, "I can do that. I love blood." It's crazy. Together, they formulated a digital hit list containing the names of her family members. A survivor husband noted that while the family was aware of the teens had created a hit list, they never imagined they would actually execute it. That's your first thought. Someone creates a list of killing suspects and you just don't believe that they'll go through with it. What kind of world are we living in? So when the couple carried out the shooting spree, they acted as a coordinated team. The girl stole her mother's gun by taking the keys from her purse, unlocking the secure lockbox. During the final shooting at Jones Park, a witness testified that the 15-year-old girl stood over her own wounded cousin, actively trying to execute her, but stopped only because the firearm was completely ran out of bullets. The severed thumb of the girl's grandmother was later found by police inside the center console of Davis's vehicle. Investigators believe that the couple cut it off specifically for the biometric bypass of the grandmother's iPhone security to access her personal data. What kind of world are we living in, y'all? Now, do you think this is a mental health problem, or do you think it's just we have two kids who deserve to be in jail? I mean, it can be both too, but this is crazy. They were so infatuated with each other to where the girl was willing to help him kill her entire family. All because they said that, no, y'all need to chill out. You have to be careful who your children are talking to, and especially at the ages where at these young ages, they get overly obsessed and overly into the relationship. But if someone's willing to go that far, I'm assuming they already have mental problems in general, or are already, however you want to say it. But this is crazy, y'all. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything else I said.